now is one of the countries that is. They're saying that they're about to put in these restrictions, but these restrictions are to try to avoid an inevitable lockdown that they're going to push for anyway. Now, Israel, though, I know a lot of people hate Israel, especially leftists, but they are leftist dreams in terms of this like when it came to like lockdowns and these mandates and vaccines. It is a very highly vaccinated area, right? People lined up, or rather were forced to get the jabs in that geographical territory, and they have high vaccination rates. Now, right here is a video of what was this? Make sure I get the news right. It was News Israel 13, who had their doctors obviously reporting some of the data that they had come up with. Now, I'm going to just play this kind of lightly in the background because you guys can't, unless you speak this shit, you ain't going to understand anything they say. But long story short, they are saying that, like right here, it says most of the population is vaccinated and 90%, 85 to 90% rather, of the hospitalizations here are fully vaccinated. This is out there in Israel. This is what they're saying. Is that most of them are fully vaccinated people that are hospitalized right now. They're saying, and this could be because of the variants or whatever, that the effectiveness isn't as effective as what they either thought that it was or what it rather is. So outbreaks in hospitals, one patient affects a large number of people. It is just not. It's not just here and there. So right now, in certain pockets of Israel, rather, they're dealing with these outbreaks that are happening in most of them. And I believe the numbers it looks like 95% of the severe patients are vaccinated. 85 to 90% of the hospitalizations are fully vaccinated. And of course, they're starting to roll out their emergency stuff. That doesn't mean that they're not going to be able to handle it, but as to be expected, hospitals are going to start having their little COVID wards and all of this sort of stuff to make sure that they're able to deal with this. Now, is this something that's going to happen in other countries? I can't say. I don't know. But I do think that because they're referencing this Delta variant, I do think it's something that's worth mentioning because that is a place that has a high vaccination rate, among the highest in the world. It's like most of the population there are fully vaccinated. How does that look in maybe bigger countries? I don't know. And it's been interesting to see the debate or the conversation be had around this that is trying to debate which immunity. Well, it seems like there's only one way to actually get it. But the person that gets it recovers from it. What is their protection versus the person that got the jab? There's a conversation and a debate that I would argue needs to be had a little more, needs to be a little more public, so people are more informed instead of just being told what the fuck to do. Versus those, again, just to repeat, you get it, you recover from it, you build the antibodies, versus that person that just got jabbed up. What is the level of protection and how long does it last? Like, these are stuff that we need for certainly to have a more public conversation about, because this is what this is anyway. If we're talking about a freer society, is about risk assessment. So with that being said, if you know something is a 99% survival rate, if you know that people are just as likely to spread it, maybe if they get it, like, this is all stuff that has to be factored in when as folks consider their risk. Now, I don't know. I don't know. And let me say this. Be clear, because I know there's a lot of people that, for example, are my followers that are vaccinated. I don't want fucking anything happening to y'all. You know what I mean? But I would hate for some shit that, to be in a situation where that doesn't get you the protection that you thought that it was going to get you. And those that, let's say, didn't and recovered from it are going to be way better off than you are because of some fucking reaction to the, whether it be the vaccinations and all that. I don't know. But it is absolutely worth discussing. That is an alarming thing that an area that has high vaccination rates are dealing with these issues of most 85 to 90% of hospitalizations are fully vaccinated people. Now, math, right? Some people, it's like, okay, well, if most of your population is vaccinated in the first place, well, obviously most of the people that are hospitalized are going to be of the vaccinated group because you have such high vaccination rates, and there's not nearly as many people that are not vaccinated. But it still doesn't change the fact that there are people that are having severe reactions and to what they're saying is COVID that have been vaccinated. And I think that's more so what we need to talk about. So just wanted to let everybody know what's going on there. I don't think Israel is the only country that's dealing with this, but it may be a sign of what's to come. And the unfortunate thing is if they are wrong, or maybe even the effectiveness of some of these vaccines and stuff and the efficiencies going forward and the protection against certain variants, if they were wrong, they're never going to admit to it. It'll always be someone else's fault.
You just watched a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcanonsake.com.